We just got back from a day in Marseille, France, and I just wanted to pass along a couple of tips. It's a little windy out here now. We're going along at a good speed. So a couple of things is the shuttle into town. We're actually quite far away from town once you port, so you need some way to get in. You're not going to want to stay around the port area. It's extremely industrial. So there are cruise ship shuttles, but honestly, they were kind of spendy, especially for six of us with my parents. So we went to take the free shuttle by following the green line. You may have read about that online. However, there was a huge line. It was going to be over an hour. It was so crowded. Then they sent us on to the city bus. That's like another 10-minute walk, and that was still packed. So we finally called an Uber, and they actually turned us down. So we finally just got a taxi cab, and they ripped us off. They dropped us off about a half a mile from where we wanted to be. So we still had a huge walk, and my parents were really tired. So on the way home, we did call an Uber and were able to get it. They did have a 6-person Uber, and that was only about 23 euros. So I would highly recommend, if you're more than, even if you're just 2 maybe, to go ahead and just get an Uber ahead of time and plan on that. I think that's a much better way than taking either the cruise shuttle or trying to take the free one. Maybe if you're on a cruise with not a lot of people, but if you're on something like the World Europa where there's 6,000 people trying to get into Marseille, I would recommend that. We then did a free walking tour with a really wonderful guy named Ezekiel. He was actually from Argentina, but has lived here for 30 years. Talked about how dangerous Marseille used to be. So if you've heard things about it, they actually did a European Cultural Center of the Year sort of thing about 11 years ago, and it really revitalized and changed the city. It's quite safe now. It's safer than Barcelona or Rome, so don't be worried about coming there. He was just a really wonderful tour guide. I would also recommend his tips about soap. So Marseille is known for its really good soap with 72% olive oil content. So he says make sure that you look for green soap because it's made from 72% olive oil, so it should be green. And then it should be unscented. There'll be lots of them that have extra scents in them, and then that's not the real deal anymore. They've cut it with something and it's not as good. And it also should be a cube, not the normal soap shape that you're probably used to. It's an actual like 3D cube. So we found a number of places that fit that description, and I'm excited to try out that soap, but I wanted to pass on Ezekiel's soap tips. All right, so we'll be back another day with some tips about maybe Genoa, Naples, Malta. We'll let you know, maybe go around the World Europa a little bit more. But we had a wonderful day today. The weather was beautiful, and even though it's windy here, it's still warm and lovely, and the coastline here is spectacular. All right, until later, this is Sunny signing off. Bye.